Jailbreaks, American Pharaoh, Jerry Seinfeld's attacking the PC critics, and squirrels. That's what's trending today. I'm Jennifer Horn. Joining me in studio, Lori Baker-Schena, who has been on this program before. And I think I've admitted, you're my college professor, like from 5 years ago, as I like to say. Yeah, maybe a little more than 5 plus years ago. And also, in your own right, a life coach and inspirational speaker, and you can follow Lori on Twitter. She's all over the place with great articles, blog posts. You definitely want to check her out. Twitter.com @Dr.
BS.
We should go on the road with that, Dr.
BS.
So it was a busy week. Let's just, I mean, I can't even tell you. When I was prepping for the show, I actually had to start throwing some things out because so much has been trending this week. And if you've never listened to the program, What's Trending Today takes you through what has been trending all week long on Facebook, on Twitter, on social media, in the news, and puts it all together for you. So when you go out to your parties on the weekends, you are ready to go. You are prepped. You know what is happening. And let's start things off. American Pharaoh was trending this week. So President Obama in the news. No. Not the American Pharaoh we were talking about.
That is hilarious.
That's the king of America. Yeah. American Pharaoh is a horse, actually, and captured the Triple Crown on Saturday. And this was a big deal for NBC. The ratings on this were huge, which I will tell you I do not get. I don't understand how people watch racing on TV. Like, I love hockey. I love baseball. I love football. I'll even watch basketball. But the racing thing, it's like it's so quick. It's over. The horse race is like, what, a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and then it's done? But this thing got huge ratings. In fact, only second in the last year to the Kings playoff series against the Rangers last year during the Stanley Cup.
Isn't that amazing? And I just happened to miss it, but I grabbed it again online. It's just crazy how you can just get a race in a minute and a half. That's all you need.
So are you a race person?
No.
No.
Not even close. No, I don't get it either. And that goes for car racing too. I hate to say it. I don't want to offend anyone, but it's hard to get behind it.
You know, my uncle is a race car guy, and they gather around the TV every Sunday during NASCAR season, and they watch zoom, zoom. And I feel like I already have, I kind of carry a lot of stress in my neck region. I don't know how, as a person that gets a stiff neck, you can do the swoosh as you're watching the cars go by. I mean, it is a little crazy. Although, I will admit, I have another radio job, and I'm going to be out watching Indy cars with some listeners on June 27th. So I'm going to get to like it quick.
Well, I'll tell you something. And I'll tell you that what I was going to say, it's a lot different watching it live, whether it's horses or cars.
That's true.
It is so much fun. I loved going to Hollywood Park when it was still, while it was still standing. And Santa Anita, there is something wonderful about going to a live horse race.
Absolutely. Just being somewhere live. I mean, I know that's how people go. When they find out I like hockey, they're like, oh, how could you like hockey?
Live hockey. Nothing like it.
Especially when they start brawling and there's blood all over the ice and then teeth are flying and hitting you in the face. Okay, maybe not. All right, a whole lot more. Up next, we're going to jump into this big prison break. This story has been trending all week, and it keeps getting stranger and stranger. The more facts that come out, it's just bizarre. And we will give you all the latest details. You can follow our show online at crntalk.com. We're video casting right now, our HD video studio up, live and running. Click on the gray studio cam button in the left-hand corner of the website. You can tune in. And Lori Baker-Schena and Jennifer Horn back with more on What's Trending Today.
Welcome to Staples. How can I help you?
Hey, Staples guy. I need to promote my new business and do it on budget.
I can make that happen.
Can you print business cards?
Staples can print business cards, brochures, banners.
Pens?
Pens, magnets, luggage tags.
Calendars.
Calendars, sticky notes, lawn signs, and window decals.
What about foam fingers?
What color? Red, yellow, blue.
You had me at yellow.
Make on budget happen, make getting noticed happen. Staples, make more happen. Now at Staples, get 40% off large banners, posters, and lawn signs.
Offer valid on all large banners, posters, and lawn signs in store and online and 6/27/15. Discount applied before taxes. May not be combined with any other offer. See store or staples.com/signs for details.
styles. Lumber Liquidators has one of the best selections of top quality hardwood floors. And now we've got them for less with deals on over 400 gorgeous styles, including some of our most popular floors like pre-finished gunstock oak. It's a best-selling hardwood and now it's just 99 cents. Or get the look of acacia with our thickest and best European laminate. It's a customer favorite and it's also 99 cents. Get pre-finished hardwood from 49 cents. Plus, pay no interest until September 2016. For the flooring styles you want at a price you deserve, visit lumberliquidators.com to find a store near you.
What's trending today on TRN Digital Talk Radio? I'm Jennifer Horn. That is Dr. BS, Lori Baker-Schena, in the house.
In the house.
Can I say that?
Yes, you can, I guess.
I don't know. That's how I roll. All right. Prison worker, this prison worker is in big trouble. If you haven't been following this story, this is crazy. A prison worker has admitted to investigators that she provided assistance to 2 convicted killers who escaped maximum security prison in upstate New York last weekend. According to the Albany Times-Union, the lady is 51 years old. Her name is Joyce Mitchell, and she told New York State Police that she gave Richard Matt and David Sweat. We have to stop the story right there. Their names are Richard Matt and David Sweat. Like, if they do escape, which I'm almost kind of pulling for, and they make it to Canada, I hope they go into like a yoga business or something. Don't you think? Like Sweat and Matt's yoga studio.
Very creative there.
So Richard Matt, David Sweat gave him access to a cell phone, gave him access to smuggled in power tools at the Clinton Correctional Facility where they were being held, and she was working as a seamstress. Now, anything strike you weird about that?
The whole thing is very strange.
Why do prisoners need seamstresses? Are they having like a prison ball? Like, what? I don't even go to a seamstress and I'm on the outside.
Well, I think the deal is, I think they make uniforms for the Metro. They're the prison.
Like Bruce Jenner. Like those kind of Metros? No.
No, the Metro Union, that's their transportation.
Oh,
so,
in prison?
In prison. So the prisoners, what I was reading was the prisoners make the uniforms. And so they were in the uniform shop, which is why you need a seamstress.
You are so smart, because it was killing me why they needed a seamstress. Like, the prisoners, I'm feeling a little frumpy. Can you take me in a few inches on the side? I mean, yeah. Really? You're wearing orange. Like,
so,
no good can come from this.
You're cracking me up this morning, Jen. I can't even talk. So they were transferred up there. I don't know if they wanted to be transferred, but it was a big deal that they were both transferred up there. And when they were transferred up there, here's a seamstress gal who they were basically seducing.
Right.
And she must have been lonely and sad.
Well, she's 51, and I'm not saying there's anything about that age, but I'm saying that's when you start to reevaluate. I would just guess, like at 51, you're like, this is a reevaluation time around your 50s, right?
And I hear these guys, at least this one of, I think this Richard Matt was a real Lothario. I mean, he was a real seductor.
I heard he's like the George Clooney of axe murderers.
Yes.
Like he was supposed to be like the seductress or seductor.
Seductor, yeah. So he worked his magic on this woman. In the meantime, reading their backgrounds, these men are horrible.
Yeah.
They tortured this old man, his boss, like literally tortured him before they killed him, and they're ruthless.
And one of them dismembered somebody. Yeah, I mean, these guys are no good.
They're no good. And everyone's kind of like, the Shawshank Redemption.
Right.
But that was like, romanticizing.
Yes, there's nothing romantic
romantic about these two. And then she was supposed to pick him up.
Right. And then she freaked out. She's like, Xanax, party of one, over here.
So she flakes, and they're left holding the bag, so to speak.
Yeah.
And now, that's why they figured they're not too far away. But it is amazing how they haven't been picked up yet.
Well, I think back when I think manhunts, I think my favorite manhunt to watch was that one in Pennsylvania not so long ago. I think his name was Eric Freeland or Eric something, and he was in the Poconos. Remember, like hanging out in a champagne glass at a honeymoon resort somewhere? He was hiding out in the wilderness it took him like 30 days, I think, to actually find him. And he was really smart. Now, these guys weren't prepared for camping. And I'd actually heard today one of the reports circulating that these guys must be really upset because neither of them liked camping. Like, who knows that? And why did that even make it into the media?
Absolutely, but it is relevant, let me tell you.
So my question goes back, though, to Joyce Mitchell. And, I'm not, again, this is not an age thing. I just think that in a woman's life, there are periods in where you evaluate. And I think 30 and 50 are really big ones because you're kind of like, okay, at 30, you're like, where do I need to be? I need to start being settled. If I don't have these things that I want, I better start getting on it. And at 50, I think the same thing. You're like, okay, I'm still young enough to enjoy these years, but it's not limitless like I used to think they were when I was in my 20s. So where do I need to go? I don't understand how these women fall in love with people that they know are just bad dudes. I mean, I'm a single woman and I have a list of things that are like deal breakers. It's a short list, trust me. And the older I get, it is getting shorter. But the first one on the list, are they an axe murderer, is usually that's the number one deal breaker for me.
And they literally are. But
literally.
But you've heard stories of women who fall in love with these guys in prison and want to marry
Ramirez,
them. I know.
The Menendez brothers.
They all have, there's women out there who go for this type of man.
Yeah.
And so this obviously was one of them, and she was seduced. And it's just an incredible story. It's an incredible story, and I'm sure they will be caught, so it'll be interesting to watch as it unfolds.
At Showtime, yeah, you can't get away. Even though they can hide in the woods for a while, you can never get away. In this day and age of cell phones and cameras and GPS and satellites and drones, they're not going to go too
and
far.
Bloodhounds.
And bloodhounds. Those are the scary ones. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. It's so many stories here.
Right.
And as of Showtime, they're still on the loose.
But you're right about the gal. You're right about the gal. She's the most intriguing aspect of this.
Prison Casanova.
Ooh.
You like that?
Yes.
I think it's a new country song. Now, we like to do a little bit of food news here on the program. And I don't know if you heard about this, but the next thing, it's summer. And so people like to go to county fairs, state fairs. And so this deep fried phenomena has taken over. And they will fry anything. Kool-Aid, Snickers bars, ice cream, avocados, like anything they can fry. Butter, fried butter. People are frying. Well, now the latest creation that was trending this week, and it caught my attention because when you see deep fried Slim Fast bars on your Facebook trending bar, you have to click. And that's exactly what's happening. They're taking Slim Fast bars, dipping them in pancake batter, and frying them.
That's just wrong.
Ooh.
That's just wrong.
Slim Fast bars are not that good to begin with. Like, if you're going to deep fry something, make it delicious,
make
like
it
an Oreo.
Make it a Snickers bar. I mean, I wouldn't even bother with this one. I mean, you're absolutely right. Those Slim Fast bars are nauseating.
Yeah, they're like sawdust. I mean, no offense if Slim Fast is our sponsor. Matt, do we have Slim Fast sponsoring us? No. Okay. So yeah, they taste like sawdust.
I mean, but they're good. I mean, they are effective, I'm sure. But if you're going to go all the way with these fried things, go all the way.
Okay, so what is the grossest, dirtiest, delicious thing you've had deep fried?
Calamari. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't.
Oh, whip.
I have not really had one, but I could tell you what I would love. I mean,
Yeah.
you deep fry a candy bar for me, and I'm all over that. You know what I'm saying?
Just for research purposes, I think you have to have a bite of it. But
How about you?
I've not done any Snickers or Oreos because I always stay away from this weird deep fried thing. It freaks me out. But so I went to the LA County Fair,
Right.
maybe 2 years ago, and the guy I was dating is like, deep fried Kool-Aid. This is why I'm single, because they're excited about deep fried Kool-Aid. And so he bought some, and I tried a little bite because I was curious, thinking, is it going to be juicy inside? Like, what is deep fried Kool-Aid? Well, it's basically like a donut that they flavor. I felt it was a ripoff, actually, because it was like a donut flavored with cherry Kool-Aid and then fried. So there was no Kool-Aid juice. It was just a donut. Cherry donut. The one thing I did have, though, that year, my choice was the deep fried avocado.
Oh.
Dipped in like this little sweet sauce. That was good. That's worth blowing your diet for.
Yes.
The
But
deep
not,
fried
but
avocado.
not the Slim Fast bar.
Not the Slim Fast bar, not the Kool-Aid. No. And the Krispy Kreme cheeseburger also freaks me out.
I was going to say, that's what I want.
You do?
That's my
See,
dream.
There's
That's my
something
dream.
about meat and donuts. I like to keep them separate.
No, not me, baby.
I'm only a segregator when it comes to meat and donuts.
Not me.
All right. When we come back, celebrity news in the focus. Teresa Giudice in the news. Remember her from Bravo? And a new judge on The Voice. Also a new face on The View. We have all of that for you and more. Plus comedian James Fry coming up at the bottom of the hour. It's What's Trending Today.
Your home of great comedy, the showroom at South Point presents
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Listen to me. These are my tortillas, and I'm not going to get them out here.
Pablo Francisco. June 12th to the 14th. Tickets at the box office. Online at SouthPointCasino.com or charged by phone. 702-797-8055. Pablo Francisco.
No!
At the South Point. Must be 18 or over.
Little tortilla boy.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Located in the heart of Maui's premier resort, Kaanapali Beach Hotel is officially recognized as Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel and the #1 best value in Hawaii. With a range of accommodations and affordable dining options, this is the ideal setting to turn Hawaiian dreams into lifelong memories. Live Hawaiian entertainment every evening, free year-round children's programs, weekly arts and crafts fairs, welcome breakfast, and departure kukui lei ceremonies add to the value. Swim in the whale-shaped pool. Indulge in the fabulous spa and hotel salon. Enjoy Hawaiian hospitality at its best at the Kaanapali Beach Hotel. Call 800-262-8450 or go to kvhmaui.com. That's kvhmaui.com. Aloha.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Whether you're restoring a classic car, building a hot rod, or just bringing your daily driver back to like-new condition, Steel Rubber Products is your choice for quality automotive rubber parts and weather stripping. As one of the world's award-winning custom car and hot rod builders, Bodie Stroud prefers to work directly with Steel Rubber Products on his award-winning project cars and show vehicles. In addition, Steel Rubber works with top builders like Bodie to confirm the fit and function of its parts, as well as develop new products. So for rubber products that fit like the original, last a lifetime, and look like they should, you can't get a better product anywhere. If your dream ride sounds like this, contact Steel Rubber Products and enjoy a ride that sounds like this. Steel Rubber Products, a difference you can hear and quality you can see. Visit us on the web at www.steelrubber.com or call us at 800-447-0849. And remember, if you want the best, you want Steel Rubber Products.
Trying to sell your old car? Instead, donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind. Pickup is free and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats, whether they run or not. Call right now and receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to over 50 locations. Call 1-800-785-9618. Donate your car today. That's 1-800-785-9618.
It's a whole new day on The View.
Oi.
Remember that great, bustling, busy show? Barbara Walters, Elizabeth Hasselbeck, Meredith Vieira, Joy Behar. That was the good old days. Those were the good old days, right?
Absolutely. It was groundbreaking.
It was groundbreaking TV. People, I mean, even when I didn't agree a lot of time with what they were saying, it was interesting to watch, to get other perspectives. So The View has named Raven Simone as a new co-host. Apparently, she's been kind of a permanent fill-in fixture there over the last few months. Rosie O'Donnell left. And so they were looking for someone to replace Rosie. They found Raven Simone. I think it's great for her. I think she's had very interesting things to say in the media. So I don't think it's a bad choice, but I want to ask you, as someone who is a PR professional, and by the way, Lori Baker-Schena, you are a PR professional. You're an inspirational speaker now, and you also do a great, I mean, you want to talk about life coach to the max. You do this great blog, and you got to check it out, twitter.com @DrBS. And your website?
LoriBakerShena.com.
So check it all out, or the Twitter. I know you link everything through Twitter. But as a PR person, is it just me, or does The View seem like it is like dead? I mean, it's DOA. It's done. No one's watching.
It is so sad to watch things that go beyond their viability. If people need to know when to leave, and The View is like kicking a dead horse. I mean, it's lost its relevancy, it's lost its viewership, and it's just lost its pizzazz. So these kind of announcements, I think there's barely a blip. You know, I feel bad for the publicists who have to publicize that show, because unless it gets a total makeover, it's just not working for them.
Do you think that it was dead do you think it's been dead for years, or do you think that we can trace it back to someone who killed it? Because I feel, and maybe this is just me carrying out a vendetta, I feel like Rosie O'Donnell kind of has blood on her hands for this one, because and maybe the producers more than that for bringing her back, because she got into these arguments with Whoopi Goldberg, who, by the way, is super likable. Whether you agree with Whoopi or not, she is fun to watch. I think she's a great fixture. I think she's perfect for that job, and she is entertaining more than anything else, which is what people want when they tune into TV or tune into the radio. They want entertainment and information. And I think Rosie made everything so personal, and there was always blood, and it always seemed very mean. I don't know. Do you think, in your opinion, she was the one that killed her? Or do you think the show just needed a revamp before she even came in?
I think it's both. You know, it's got to be a lighter show. You know, you don't, at 10 o'clock in the morning, you don't need so much strife.
Right.
And if you think of your target audience, which we always need to do.
We always need to do that.
You know, people watching at home, you know, women basically, you know, they need something lighter, you know, and I am not to be sexist, but it's 10 o'clock in the morning. You've already got all this stuff going on in your life.
Your kids are going to school. You're sitting with your coffee for the first time.
You know, you
probably
need to relax and smile and laugh. And when the laughter is gone, and the star power is gone, and the silliness and fun is gone. That's what happened, I think, also to the Today Show. I mean, they just sucked the fun out of it. The life out of it. And when that happens, it's deadly, especially in this day and age. So that's exactly what happened. I really believe that. And you know what else? They're not relatable. Like the people, the audience does not relate to the hosts.
And that's what you have to have, that likability, relatability factor.
Relevancy.
And I think, you know, you bring up an excellent point. People do not like to see feuds. I know in talk radio, when you are a part of a multi-person show, if you're a solo person, if you're a solo act, you can kind of control your own speed, your own destiny. But when you are working with someone else and you get into a disagreement, people encourage you to disagree because that makes for good radio. But I think people, especially women, get really turned off when it sounds like you hate each other when you walk out of the studio doors. They want you to disagree and then sound like you can go get a beer after the show.
I agree 100%. There's nothing I agree with more. That's absolutely correct. So you don't have that kind of chemistry, and it's just it gets, and women mean, and women, the last thing we need is cattiness. We have enough in our lives without having to watch it on the screen.
Plus, did you see what they were wearing? Just kidding.
Oh, I love you.
So The Voice, also a big hit on NBC, is coming back for season 9. I have to admit, I love The Voice. Never really got into American Idol. I watched it for a few seasons. It was okay. The Voice I love. Love the chemistry. You brought that word up. The chemistry between Blake Shelton and Adam Levine, I think, is incredible. They've been the bookends for the show. And then those two chairs in the middle, they've had a lot of upheaval. It looks like Pharrell Williams has found his place. He just came off a big win. He's staying with The Voice for season 9. Christina's out, and they're bringing Gwen Stefani back. So Gwen Stefani's been trending this week as she's returning to The Voice for season 9.
And I think she'll be fabulous.
She's adorable.
Love her.
It'll be a lot of fun. All right, up ahead, James Fry is going to join us. He is a comedian extraordinaire, and he is going to talk to us about Jerry Seinfeld, who's been making news about the idea of being PC, that he won't take his comedy show to college campuses because being politically correct has scared him almost out of being funny. So we'll talk to James about that. Plus, he has a great comedy show that he's promoting, and we will give you all the details. You can check that out on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Jennifer Horn Radio. We'll be back. It's What's Trending Today on CRN.
Glaucoma untreated can lead to blindness. Glaucoma specialist Dr. Brian Flowers.
The pressure inside the eye is elevated and leads to damage of the main nerve that connects the eye to the brain. The scary thing about glaucoma is that there are no symptoms, so you can't feel the pressure. You're unaware that your nerve is dying. By the time you figure out that something's wrong, most people have lost significant amounts of vision.
Vision that can't be restored. A regular eye exam by an ophthalmologist can detect it, followed by treatment.
There are 3 main ways that we can lower pressure. Various eye drops, laser treatments we do in the office, and there's even surgeries that can be done.
3 million people in the U.S. have glaucoma. Seniors, African Americans, Hispanics, and Asians have a higher risk. So do people with a family history of the disease. To learn more, go to AmericanGlaucomaSociety.net. That's AmericanGlaucomaSociety.net. I'm Aileen Ellis for Primetime Focus, brought to you by AARP.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Are you worried about losing your home to foreclosure? If you've been threatened with foreclosure or received legal papers from your bank, you have approximately 30 days to respond. If you do not respond, you could lose your home. You have rights. Act now to protect your rights. You can stay in your home. Many times you can even modify your loan. The bottom line is you can get past this, but you must act right now. If you've been served by your bank and you're worried about losing your home to foreclosure, now is the time to fight back and save your home. Time is limited, so call the professionals at National Foreclosure Defense right now.
800-515-6309. 800-515-6309. 800-515-6309. 800-515-6309. That number again is 800-515-6309.
Geico Motorcycle presents Reflections from the Road. The day I knew I was a real biker was when I switched to Geico Motorcycle Insurance. Because real bikers, well, they know where the savings are. And you know what else makes you a real biker? A sweet tattoo. Check mine out. Just got it yesterday. It says Heel on Wheels. Wait, Heel on Wheels? Oh, man. Well, at least I got the saving money with Geico part, right?
Geico Motorcycle Insurance. See how much you could save.
Hey, this is Bodie Stroud, host of In the Garage on CRN Digital Talk Radio. Join us every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll talk with all my friends from the automotive and custom car business about all the latest things going on in the industry today. That's In the Garage with me, Bodie Stroud, Wednesdays and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, right here on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
That's what's trending today. CRN Digital Talk Radio. Lori Baker-Schena, Jennifer Horn. Follow her on Twitter because she has the best Twitter handle ever. At Dr. BS. It's great on Twitter. I'm at Jennifer Horn on Twitter. Not so creative. Joining us now on our Newsmaker hotline is the very amazingly funny and talented James Fry, who is a comedian. If you missed it before the break, I kind of set the stage for you, James. I said that, you have been doing this comedy show locally, and I met you probably, about a year ago now?
Yeah, I think it was just about a year now.
Oh, did you get me anything? So rude.
It's a surprise.
Okay, good. I love surprises. So James and I met. We were chatting. He does this great comedy show here locally near our offices at the CRN Broadcast Center. And I thought it'd be a great time. Not only does he have a show coming up, which we're going to talk about at the Angeles National Golf Course, but I wanted to get your opinion on a couple of things because Jerry Seinfeld, James, has been trending this week. He was on ESPN Radio and he started talking about comedy and how he has trouble going to college campuses and performing anymore because he feels that because of academia, there's a lot of PC going around. And
oh, yeah.
He said he hears a lot of people telling him not to go near colleges because of that. And he added that younger people just want to use the words racist, sexist, prejudice. And this started a conversation in the comedy world, people saying, I think Louis C.K. was one of them, saying, we don't even get a chance to digest stuff in social media or in the media anymore, like Bruce Jenner, for instance. Mm-hmm. You don't even get to digest that for a minute, that big change. You can't even make a few jokes about it without being labeled as, a homophobe or a sexist or whatever. I don't even know what the ism is for something like that. So what's it like for you as a performer? Because you're out on the circuit, I know, very often. You're a busy guy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I have to side with Jerry Seinfeld on this because I think we are definitely shifting. One shift is great, and that's being culturally, religiously, politically sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
That is one shift that's happening in our culture right now, and that's a really positive shift because now we're becoming more accepting of things that we've never been accepting of before.
Right.
Equality universally, whether it's, like I said, religion, sexual preference, life choices, it doesn't really matter. And that's an awesome shift. But as a result of it, a lot of the younger generations that are now really being raised in that, once you see the opposite of acceptance, it's automatically labeled as the prejudice of. And so that's, I think, what a lot of comics are experiencing right now, and that's what Jerry Seinfeld brought up from the college kids is there is no other option anymore. It's only acceptance, I think. And so, what comedy is tiptoeing the lines of comedy in those subject matters.
Just walking that line. Well, I noticed that you have an interesting method, and tell me if I'm right or wrong here, because I've seen you perform a couple of times now, and you always seem to be very self-deprecating. Like you seem to you don't have to, if you're making fun of yourself, it doesn't necessarily, you're not making fun of anybody else. Do you go to that, or is that just something that I have happened to notice when you're on stage?
I mean, that's something I like to do.
Yeah.
Not every comedian does it, but I am definitely inwardly focused, if that makes sense. I don't reach out to others very much to find my jokes. It's always things that I do, things.
Well, you're closest to that.
Yeah, well, exactly. And you know what? When people see that, they realize, oh, this guy, someone who can make fun of themselves.
It's huge.
Maybe gets it a little bit.
Well, it makes you more likable. No one likes the insult comic all the time. Like you want someone who's going to be, if you're going to insult, you've got to insult yourself too.
Oh, absolutely. And I think everyone should.
Yeah. Now I always feel like we've gotten way too PC. I mean, life is just funny. I'm sorry. There is funny in even the most serious situations. And you have to find that humor. I mean, we're all going to shrivel up and die if you don't laugh at these things that people consider to be too serious or taboo. I mean, I just feel like I can avoid, and I think, see what you think here, James, but I think if you laugh at everybody and at all groups, then you just become an equal opportunity fun maker.
Yeah, exactly. Equal opportunity offender. And comedy is comedy, and that's what it's here for. It's here to make the taboo jokes from time. It doesn't mean that you're a racist or a sexist. It's just, you're playing comedy. You have to, if you said things that were politically correct every second of the day, I don't know how much humor you'd find in it.
Yeah, snooze fest. Well, tell us what you've been up to, James Fry, because you are a comedian. You're doing stand-up shows all over the place. Not only do you perform in them, but you put them on. And then you also do some TV work, too. So what's the latest with you?
Oh, let's see. I do a lot of work in commercials. I've done 6 national commercials now. A few of them y'all might have seen. I do look like the Geico caveman, however, that's not me. And I've worked on a couple shows of late, and that's really exciting as well.
So tell us about
shows that'll release this fall.
Awesome. Well, we'll make sure that you come back on because you're a good friend of the show. So we'll talk about that when those TV shows come out in the fall. We'd love to have you back on it. You know that. Let's talk about the comedy show that's coming up this week in the Los Angeles area at the Angeles National Golf Course. If you are a local in town in the San Fernando Valley or the LA area, what is going to be coming up? What's the lineup?
Oh, yeah. This next Friday, not tonight, 1 week from today, I believe it's the 19th, Friday, June 19th, 8 p.m. at the Angeles Nationals Golf Course. We have myself hosting the show and 4 great comedians. Tyler Bowe, who's a nationally touring comic, does a lot of colleges, ironically.
Okay.
He'll have to keep it PC for us. We have Samuel Comroe, who has been on Conan O'Brien, as well as a college touring comic. We have Drew Lynch, who is really just breaking into the scene in an amazing way. He is on this season of America's Got Talent, and he has really been featured because he's overcome some stuff. He has a very heavy stutter, which kind of got him into comedy.
And
some of that.
You know, James, hang on with us 1 second. We're going to bring you back because we want to make sure that we get all the information out about the event at the Angeles National Golf Course coming up next Friday, June the 19th at 8 p.m. And we will have James Fry, comedian extraordinaire, back with more when we return. It's What's Trending Today.
What would an extra $250 a month mean to you? For some, it's a little financial breathing room. For others, it's a car payment, a home repair, or help with college tuition. Hi, I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans, and I've got some great news if you're looking to save money on your mortgage. All it takes is a simple phone call to Quicken Loans at 800-QUICKEN to see if you qualify for the government's Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. Folks who refinance with HARP can save an average of $250 a month. That's $3,000 a year. Our home loan experts fully understand the HARP guidelines, and they'll walk you through our streamlined process. And for 5 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction. And this year, for the first time, they've also ranked us highest in mortgage servicing. Call 800-QUICKEN or visit QuickenLoans.com.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Important terms and conditions apply. Call us for cost information. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states and MLS number 3030.
Now that Rite Aid has joined the Plenty program, Wellness Plus is even more rewarding because now you get a second easy way to save. That's right. On top of the amazing values you enjoy with Wellness Plus points, your new card gives you Plenty points, which can be earned in one place and used for savings in another. Earn and use your Plenty points at Rite Aid, Macy's, AT&T, Exxon, and Mobil, and other participating partners. It's even more of the value you love. It's Wellness Plus with Plenty. Get your new card at Rite Aid today. With us, it's personal.
Lumber Liquidators has one of the best selections of top quality hardwood floors, and now we've got them for less with deals on over 400 gorgeous styles, including some of our most popular floors, like pre-finished gunstock oak. It's one of our best-selling hardwoods, and now it's just 99 cents. Or get stylish wide plank hardwood. This week, 3/4-inch solid hardwood is an incredible 32% less than other stores. Get pre-finished hardwood from 49 cents. Plus, pay no interest until September 2016. For the flooring styles you want at a price you deserve, visit lumberliquidators.com to find a store near you.
That's what's trending today on CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Jennifer Horn. Lori Baker-Schena in studio with me. Follow her on Twitter at Dr. BS. And on our Newsmaker hotline, James Fry, comedian, actor, Renaissance man. How's that? Is that a good intro for you, James? Welcome back.
That was great. You've got great hugger.
I've got great hugger? Thanks.
Yeah, that's my fourth quality.
Oh, great hugger. I thought you were telling me I had great hugger. Oh, whatever. Okay.
You are. I've hugged you before.
I know. It's not so bad. It's not so
You're
bad.
You're great.
You are a good hugger. All right. So we're talking about this event coming up. If you're in the Los Angeles area, James Fry is a very talented comedian. He also knows a lot of talented comedians, and he puts them all together a few nights a month. And this one especially is coming up at the Angeles National Golf Course. So you're going to be you're going to be hosting the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll bring all my friends out.
And then give me the rundown again.
Okay, so we've got Tyler Bowe, is a college touring comedian, Samuel Comroe off Conan O'Brien, and as well as colleges all over the nation, and Drew Lynch, who I mentioned before the break, is on this season's of America's Got Talent, and he's really breaking out all over social media as well as on the TV show. So if you've seen that, you've seen him, and you got to come check out his full set.
Sure. And
our headliner is Dan Gabriel, the Comedy Central special.
Very nice. So this is going to be like jam-packed. I love it. And what's great about the Angeles National Golf Course is it's related to Malibu family wine. So what's fantastic is you come out, you get a glass of wine or a bottle if you want. Not endorsing that, but sometimes that's the way to go. And then you just sit, hang out, and watch the great comedy. And how do people RSVP for that, James? Can they connect with you on Facebook?
They can connect with me, James Fry, on Facebook. They can definitely go to the Malibu Wines Facebook page and find the information for the show as well as there, as well as the probably the Angeles Nationals Golf Course.
Sounds great. So we're going to put all those connections on our blog. We have a blog on crntalk.com/what's trending today. So you can go ahead and look there, get all the connections so that you can chat with James. This is a guy you want to follow because he is on the rise. Plus, every once in a while, he posts naked pictures of his rear end. So you want to do that too.
That's right. That's right.
Right, James? Is that a good reason? That's why Lori's going to follow you on Facebook.
That is correct.
It's a good butt for a giant man.
Thanks so much for being with us. Anytime you want to come back, come in studio and co-host with us one day.
Oh, that would be awesome, Jennifer. Thank you for having me. And I hope I see you this Friday.
You will. You will. You will see me this Friday. I'll be out and we'll be having some fun. So get all the information, crntalk.com/what's trending today. James Fry, thank you so much.
Thank you. And keep it politically correct.
We will keep it PC.
Or not.
Or not. All right. The CMT Awards were this week, Lori. And CMT is country music television. They're actually a network that still plays videos every once in a while. You know, MTV has gone the way of reality shows. Well, CMT still plays videos. So the Country Music Video Awards were this week. Do you listen to country?
No, I don't.
I got it.
I know. You got to educate me.
Got to take you to some concerts.
Again, live music is fabulous.
It is a lot of
fun.
fun.
I'm actually a bluegrass fan.
Oh, so that's kind of close.
Yes, kind of
close.
Yeah, but I'm a huge bluegrass fan.
Yeah, it's fun. All right, so Video of the Year. Carrie Underwood had a huge night at this award show at the CMT Music Awards. She won for Video of the Year for Something in the Water, which is a Christian song, actually. But it did a lot of crossover. It went to the pop charts. It was in country. It's a great, great song. And that was Video of the Year. She also won Female Video of the Year for the same video. And then she won Collaborative Video of the Year with Miranda Lambert for their song Something Bad. Luke Bryan, not so hard on the eyes either. He won for Male Video of the Year for Play It Again. Group Video of the Year was Lady Antebellum with Bartender. And Duo Video of the Year went to Florida Georgia Line for Dirt. Bob Seger also picked up an award at the CMT Music Awards. It was the CMT Performance of the Year. Bob Seger performed with Jason Aldean, Turn the Page from CMT's special Crossroads program on the network. So that was the big collaborative event of the year. Now, a little passing news, which you're going to laugh at me and go, what has she been? When I was a little kid, I liked to watch professional wrestling. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Okay, I still respect you.
I loved wrestling. I followed it. I went to the matches. You know, my dad would take me to the matches. We'd sit like front row and get stuff thrown at us. We actually did some radio broadcasts from wrestling matches at the Forum. I mean, it was fun, and it was like I was so starstruck. One of the greatest performers of the 80s and the early 90s was a guy named Dusty Rhodes. And he was trending yesterday for a very sad reason. He passed away at the age of only 69, so young. But you know, these guys that wrestle, they put their bodies through so much that it just makes that aging process go so fast. I remember seeing him a few years ago thinking, whoa, he looks like he's 85. This guy's 69 years old when he passed. And his real name was Virgil Runnels. He was known as the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. He had a manager named Sweet Sapphire. She was awesome. And it was great. His son was Gold Dust. His son, Dustin Rhodes, his name was Dustin Runnels in real life. And he was Gold Dust. And he was a hero because he was the everyman. He was working for the American Dream. Dusty Rhodes was called the American Dream. And he had a great story to tell. He, was the common man, the everyday working guy. He'd go into the ring. He was sort of a big, stocky dude. And he had like polka dots everywhere. He'd wear black and yellow polka dots. Very fun performer. He'll be missed. So had to give him a little prop since he was trending this week.
I can tell that you're a fan. You knew a lot of stuff about that.
Oh, one of my stupid human tricks? Quiz me on anything from wrestling in the 80s and 90s. I got it.
That is a great bar trick.
And impressive to men for some reason.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Teresa Giudice in the news. She's the Real Housewife that's in jail from Bravo. Well, apparently she's starting to pay back the court with items since she doesn't have, they say cash poor, but you have a lot of stuff. So she gave them her 2005 Maserati, her home furnishings from her mansion, and she just signed over her check from Bravo straight to the government, $414,000. She'll be out in another 6-7 months, but I guess that's one way to pay off the gov is just hand over your car keys. It's What's Trending Today. Jennifer Horn, Lori Baker-Schena on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Hi, folks. This is Larry Minetti. And many of you out there suffer from skin problems. Well, I've been telling you for months how to solve that problem. It's called Herpanicin. It's the most unique and effective formula on the market. It cleans your skin from the inside out. It gets rid of all kinds of acne on your back, your neck, your face, so you can feel and you could look like a movie star. Herpanicin is a natural supplement. It was created by Dr. Wayne Diamond and his staff, and trust me, this really works. I've been on these supplements for over a year now and never had a problem. There is no reason in the world to wake up and be afraid to look in the mirror. You trust Larry. Just try it. Call 888-467-4200. 888-467-4200.
When you really want Italian food, you've got to go to Columbo's. Columbo's Italian Steakhouse and Jazz Club, Colorado Boulevard, Eagle Rock. It's that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. If you haven't been to Columbo's, you don't know what you're missing. Delicious food. The steaks on this side are fabulous. The seafood so fresh and flavorful. Columbo's family Italian specialties are Southern California legendary, and the meatballs, the best in the West, North, South, and East. Plus service that's friendly but not fawning, and jazz every night, and it's also affordable. That's what makes Columbo special, and they make special easy, whether for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. That's why when you really want Italian food, you've got to go to Columbo's, because it really is that little neighborhood place you wish was down the street from you. Columbo's, making special easy every day. Columbo's, mangia.
CRN travelers, relax at the beautiful Fountain Grove Inn and Conference Center in Santa Rosa, California. Come to quality and come to luxury. Experience the newly renovated guest rooms. They're generously sized and they're decorated in the Tuscan tradition. They have great, incredible pillow-top mattresses, luxurious linens, and down-filled comforters. The Fountain Grove Inn also offers complimentary Wi-Fi and internet access. There's warm cookies and coffee every evening in the hotel lobby, and you can visit the newly remodeled Equus Restaurant and Equus Lounge with its new wine bar. It's the ideal place to relax and enjoy a glass of wine and watch our What's Cooking on Wine show on CRN with host Larry Van Alst on Wednesdays. It's the Fountain Grove Inn, Hotel, and Conference Center located in the heart of Sonoma wine country. It's easily located in Santa Rosa off the 101 Fountain Grove Parkway exit. Call 707-578-6101. That's 707-578-6101 or visit fountaingroveinns.com.
The name Randy Howard was trending this week, Lori, and I admit, when I saw Randy Howard, I was like, huh? Who? What? And it said country singer, and I'm like, yeah, he's not a country singer. I'd know him. That's how arrogant I get. I'd know him if he were a country singer. He is a country singer, and I did not know him, but apparently that's because he is an outlaw country singer, which I don't even know what that means. I think maybe it means not as many people listen to you. I think that's code. I don't know.
Or an excuse.
An excuse.
Right?
But this is such a crazy story. Apparently, Randy Howard has had a lot of trouble with drugs and alcohol. And he was wanted on a DUI charge. I guess he didn't show up. He had a failure to appear, and he was pulled over. So they put a bounty hunter on his case. You know, when people miss their court dates, you know, they call up Dog.
I love that show.
I do too. And
as a
sidetrack, I hate to derail, but I kind of think Beth is a fashion icon. She is like the poor woman's Dolly Parton. Yes. You know, she's got the big hair, the nails. I mean, I kind of like her.
I love that show. That's my secret. That's my secret for the day.
He looks like a professional wrestler too, that Dog.
Doesn't he?
Anyway, so Dog was not the bounty hunter on the case, but they did get a bounty hunter to go and try to track down Randy Howard. They wanted to detain him. Well, apparently they found him, and he was in his home, and the bounty hunter said, "Sir, we need you to come. We need you to come." Well, Randy Howard, who might have been under the influence, decides to pull out his gun and start shooting at the bounty hunter. Here's what's happening when you're drunk and you shoot, you don't have the best aim. The bounty hunter, not drunk, didn't have bad aim and shot and killed Randy Howard in this incredible story. I mean, I didn't even know that. I mean, does Dog pack? I didn't know he packed the heat. I didn't know they were allowed to.
That is a good question.
I didn't know.
We'll have to look that up for next week.
Yes, he was a concealed carry. Yeah, we'll have to look it up. But Randy Howard dead, and the bounty hunter injured in this altercation in Randy Howard's home. So
65 years old. This Randy Howard.
Yeah.
And you've never heard of him?
Never.
Jennifer?
He's part of what they
He's
say
the
is the
outlaw.
Yeah, the outlaw movement.
I.e., you know.
We can't sell a record.
Yeah, exactly.
And we like to drink. That's what it is.
Sounds good.
We drink because we're depressed, and we can't sell a record. We are outlaw.
We're outlaw country. We got to do a movie.
And
what do
we
you think?
still have our Dog. He hasn't died yet.
Yes.
So take that, mainstream country music. All right, Jeb Bush getting ready to declare his run for the presidency. Are you a... I'm not even going to ask the question. Are you a Jeb Bush fan?
Well, you know,
you have to always put his first name in with that, otherwise it goes weird.
It's funny, you know. I don't know that much about him as much as I should. But the thing that's killing me about all this is that if we do another Bush Clinton thing, I'm going to have to tear my hair out.
I know, it's boring.
Even how wonderful he might be. You know what I'm saying? So I have to be more objective. It's like driving me nuts.
There's something about Jeb's face that makes me feel for him a little bit. I feel like he's like, you know, wants to do what his dad and his brother did, and I don't know that it's going to happen.
What is he in the birth order? Do you know?
He's younger than George, but I don't know.
So that would be my question, and that I can answer because I'm big on birth order.
Yeah. Okay. We'll look it up. We'll find out.
But he's going to be announcing what?
He's going to be announcing that he's running for the presidency on the 15th, and then the day after, he's got to deal with the Tonight Show. Here's what people cannot deny. I know a ton of people are throwing stones at Jeb Bush. He's not my favorite candidate. I have many others that I put above Jeb Bush, but what I can tell you about him is he's got a ton of cash. He has out fundraised everybody, and I think maybe even Hillary Clinton. I'd like to see those numbers because we know her fundraising efforts are a little shady. So I'd like to see, but he's got a lot of money, and he's at least out funding the other GOP candidates. And he's going on Jimmy Fallon's show, which means he's already got the name recognition in America just because of his name.
That's just it.
And now he's going on Jimmy Fallon's show. So that'll be on the 16th. You can catch Jeb Bush on the Tonight Show. Mark your calendars if you're a Bush fanatic. He'll be there. All right, that's going to do it for us.
All right. Great hour, my friend.
It has been so much fun. Thank you so much for coming in. Follow Lori Baker-Schena on Twitter, twitter.com @DrBS. Lots of fun there. Follow me on Twitter @Jennifer Horn Radio. And you can follow the show, CRN Talk /What's Trending Today. For Matt Bassance and Lori Baker-Schena, I'm Jennifer Horn, wishing you a great week.